Hello everyone. This is actually my second time making this video because I accidentally deleted the first one. So unfortunately, as we go through this, these will not be my first reactions to seeing everything, but we're going to be doing it for both his benefit and yours. So let's go ahead and, as you can tell by the title, what we're going to be going through. We have here the Athearn's 150th anniversary golden spike, the Great Race to Promontory Big Boy 4014. So this is going to be a scaled down model in N scale, by the way, of the 4014 Big Boy that left Cheyenne, Wyoming, traversed through the mountains, and ended up heading towards Ogden, Utah for the Golden Spike event. So we'll be assisted by none other than the great and powerful Moose. He is a good boy and hopefully shouldn't be causing any problems as we go through this. Maybe he'll bat at some paper or the foam. I guess we'll see. So let's start by taking this thing apart, as in the box. Open it up. And first thing we see is a pamphlet. And on the inside is actually a wonderful history of the Big Boy, as well as information and specs about the train. Briefly go through these pages. Exploded diagrams of the model. And all the various parts. Boy, are there a lot. This one's of the tender. And some information. Next one's actually a little bit more important. We have all of the CVs and their default values, as well as some information for operation and functions, because this is the sound model, so we will definitely be needing that. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. Next we have N-scale Big Boy locomotive limited warranty. Card that you fill out and mail in back to Athearn's. We'll see if they have anything available online. Speaking of online, I did pre-order this from trainmastermodels.com. Interesting story is when I pre-ordered this last year, I had apparently pre-ordered the non-sound model accidentally and failed to recognize this until it was a little too late. The wonderful folks at Trainmaster Models ended up helping me secure one with sound. And it was actually the last one and only one they had in their retail store. So very, very kind of them to help me get this. So on the inside, before I actually fully take this guy out, we have the model itself, as well as two empty foam spaces, which I would presume was back in the day when they had included a remote for the sound, and then any accessories that they would have included, but this one doesn't need nor have any. So let's go ahead and take this guy out. So this is one of the sleeve types or packaging types where you simply push on one end and it removes the two plastic halves. And you just lift this guy up. And underneath here we have the very nice, I've had a few other Athearn's locomotives that are made in recent months and years, And I must say, I absolutely love this protective plastic. It's a very soft, rubbery, and a little bit stretchy material, so as it goes around the more important details, it won't snag or rip. Absolutely love this. Peel back that protective wrap. And oh my goodness, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. This is the second time I've opened it, and I still can't get over how just beautiful it is. All these individually applied railings. Some of them are just so small. I wish I could show these on camera better, but a good example of this is the handrail in between the cab and the tender, as well as there's two of them here on both the cab and the tender, and this is just, it's in remarkable detail. I absolutely love what they've done to this. It's hard to believe that this is an N-scale model with just how beautiful and detailed this is. One wonderful little bit, and what makes it the limited edition for the Promontory, and we'll get a better view of this, is it has right here on the inside on the boiler, Big Boy, written in chalk, just like it was when it traveled from Cheyenne, Wyoming to Ogden, Utah. Another bit of information that I'm so happy they did is this is, to their best capabilities, the most accurate replica they could have for the Big Boy as it traveled from Cheyenne to Utah during the event, where it was then followed by the wonderful 844 as well. And one good note of this is, as of today, in April of 2021, while the Big Boy is still doing its excursions and wonderful trips, it's had some changes to it. One of them is on the back side here of the tender. They, as of today, have written in the road number of the Big Boy on the tender, but right now, all it says is UP. And there's no road number, which makes me really happy to know that this is the Big Boy I saw traveling from Cheyenne to Ogden. So we're going to go ahead and lift this guy out, maybe go over a few more details up close with the camera while I still have both my hands. So let's gently lift this out and we'll roll it out. Gotta be extra gentle as I almost nudge the very killer front of it. Here's another look at the front and the detail on this front pilot. It's going to be kind of difficult until I take the oh, there we go. It says Big Boy right there on the boiler. All the markings, the plates, the radiators, all just stunning. One disappointment I have is that they, just like older models, they didn't fill in the smokestacks with black paint or anything to give any hint that it was a space that went somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing set up on the rails here, and we will come right back once I get it all lined up and can start it up and listen to some of the sounds and see how it runs. We'll be right back. All right. So we've got it on the rails. Got the camera off the tripod here. And what a gorgeous train this is. I absolutely love this thing. With the wonderful landscape of Mountain Moose in the background. We're going to trust you, buddy, to not do anything crazy and mean while we take her for a run. Wouldn't want Mount Moose to erupt now, would we? All right, so forgive me while we get this stuff going. I already have my DCC system with the ESU cab control set up. It's already under Big Boy 4014 image setup. And the address is, as you would guess it, 4014. So let's go ahead and start this up a little bit and see how we can get it to go. Forgive me while I adjust my surroundings here. All right. So to start, we're going to power the track, and this should get some of the sound going as well. Speaker and decoder are in the tender. Let's start things off by turning on that headlight and getting the dynamo going. Beautiful headlight. Color accurate, I love it. It does have neutral or passive sounds as it sits. So if we had this just sitting in a yard, it wouldn't just constantly have pumps working and the dynamo. There would be various other things like the sounds of crew members climbing into the cab. Drain cocks actually draining some water. So let's see what else we have. Lights were turned on by function or F0. F1 is the whistle. Or sorry, I apologize. It's the bell. F2 is the whistle. Long, and you can hold it. F3 is a short whistle. It'll give us 2 little toots here. Quite throaty toots, we might add. There are various other functions. I'm not going to demo them in this video. Go ahead and go back to the function list and pause that if you'd like to see what they are. Not a whole lot of them do much except for the light dim, which does work, and it reduces the brightness by about half. It works really well. So let's get this 4014 Big Boy Promontory by Athearn in N-Skill given a little run. Earlier filming, we did have it have some issues derailing on this little oval. We're going to be running it on the outside diameter, so it's a larger radius, or on the outside rails. And it didn't handle the Kato crossover very well, so we'll see how it handles that, or handles the track here without that. So the controls for this are a little sensitive. I'll do my best to get it to speed step 1 and then incrementally take it up. And I'll let you know what it's at as we go. All right, let's give her a run. Oh, Moose is interested. You gonna be good, buddy? Let's hope you're good. No touchy to fishy. Let's see how it handles and how Moose handles it. Speed step 1. It's a very smooth runner. Speed step 3. Five. 6, 8. Just couldn't handle not being in the shot, I guess. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. No touchy the fishy. You know, 10? Seems to be doing pretty well. I don't see the pilot or any of the wheels off. It's always a good sign. So let's bump it up a little bit and let it run around. And then we'll put it in reverse and see what that light in the back looks like, as well as a little bit more showing of the details around the back. 15. 18. 21. 'Got to distract the cat with my foot under the floor. 25. 'I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Let it head around this bend, and then we'll put it in reverse. Staring down, Moose. Doing good, buddy. Toss it in reverse. That light is coming on. It's a beautiful runner. I'm so happy with the way this runs. Wonderful color in that light in the back. Let's get it going. Speed step 2 here. Try to use this as a good opportunity to get some details as it goes by. Again, they did such a good job on all the piping and the handrails and all the small details. Let's see if we can get a better view of that big boy chalk. Actually going to stop it, forward it, and then bring it forward a little bit better so it's easier to get it into view. Again, this is at speed step 2. All right. Much better view at that big boy marking there. As well as some, unfortunately, a little out of focus on the highlights at the front, but all numbers and letters are actually legible. This is incredible. Again, they did such a wonderful job. I love how the drawbar and the wires to the tender just look like hoses. Neat little either happy accident or intention. And of course, because it's the more up-to-date version of the 4014, we have an oil tender instead of a coal tender. Might be replacing the coupler there. Just absolutely beautiful. Whistle. Well, that's going to about wrap this up. I mostly wanted to make this video since as I was eagerly waiting for my model to be delivered, I just wanted to see this thing in action as much as I could. I wanted to have some expectations when it arrived. And I didn't find a whole lot. I found one video attached to the Athearn's Facebook page of someone going through some of the functions and sounds, but none of it running, and not showing necessarily the box or the details or unboxing it. Good example of the sounds it does while sitting passively. Well, I hope that this is either an educational or fun video that you watched. With that, the big boy and this other big boy here will be bidding you all adieu. Thanks again for watching. Oh, quick plug. This big boy, Exact One, will be at the Cheyenne train show in the coming months. We're in late April right now. I don't remember the exact date in 2021. But if you want to come see it, look for the Wasatch N-Scale modular display, and you can happily see this thing pulling a few of the excursion coaches as well as the excursion tenders. I forget the names. It's Jim Adams and something else. Forgive me, but I don't remember. All right, all. This is Jesse, and I hope you had a wonderful time watching, and I hope your day continues to go on, and I hope it gets better. Even more so, even after watching this, I hope your day gets better. All right. Bye.